Hey guys, welcome back to Glam Finds, and I'm here with another cheapy clone review. This one is from the House of Haramain. You saw me do a first impressions on it a little while ago, and from the House of Haramain, it's Haramain Detour Noir. This is not going to be a long video. This is a very easy fragrance to describe. Let's talk about how it smells like. I was actually told today at work that I smelled like apple fritters. I'm actually a lot less surprised than you think. This has a very strong apple note in it. As you already know, or at least probably already know, this is a clone of Layton. And some of the notes in this fragrance, in case anybody cares, which I don't think very many of you do, are almond, jasmine, cypress, amber, cedarwood, heliotrope, vanilla, musk, and sandalwood. I'll be honest, I don't feel like the notes listed on Fragrantica are correct because there's no apple note. I definitely smell apple. I even sprayed it on a strip to see if it's different. There's apple. And you can smell cardamom in here. So realistically, I would say I can smell the apple, the lavender, the cardamom, things you're gonna find in Layton. And I'm gonna say that because in the air, they smell almost identical. If you spray them each on your skin, there is a little bit of a difference. I feel like maybe there's more of kind of a slightly, just very slight, and you have to be looking for it, astringent scent in the Detour Noir initially upon first spray, but in the air, it is really hard to see a difference in these two or smell a difference in these two. So I would say if you actually really like Layton, you're gonna like this one. On a kind of a separate note, if you don't really know what Layton smells like, it has this apple vanilla fragrance with a nice spicy kick to it from the cardamom. It's clean from the lavender. It's a nice fragrance, but it is on the sweeter side. So initially when I got my bottle of Layton, maybe 2 or 3 years ago, it was really hyped. I didn't love it. I like it now. I like it when it's cool. I don't love it in the heat. This morning it was pretty cold. I wore this again this morning, this one, Detour Noir. And it did pretty well. It did get warmer later in the day, and it was fine because it had kind of relaxed by then. It was maybe 6 hours into the day, so it wasn't that big of a deal. But it is a nice fragrance in the cool weather. However, if you're not huge on sweet fragrances, you may or may not be a big fan. I'm gonna give it to this fragrance. It smells really similar to Layton. I'm telling you, it's very difficult to be able to tell the difference, especially when we're talking in the air. So let's talk about performance. I have a batch of Layton that performs well. Not, I wouldn't say too much above average. It's a decent performance. When I got it, the performance really wasn't there. But I actually think this performs as well, if not a little bit better than Layton. Probably a little bit better. I got a work day plus the commute out of it. Actually, let me see. If I really sniff my skin really close, I can still smell it. Definitely a skin scent, but that means it's been on for 11 hours, which to me is pretty impressive. Again, it's really faint, but it's there. I can smell it. For me, that's a big deal. That's not normal with every fragrance. So let's say you can smell it for at least 10 hours. That's not shabby because at the end, I'm gonna tell you how much I paid for this. Performance, definitely there. Projection, really well. Obviously, somebody asked me, somebody told me I smelled like apple fritters. She wouldn't have been able to tell me if she didn't smell me through a mask. And at work, this was just my sillage she was smelling, and it was maybe an hour and a half into the wear, maybe more, because my commute on morning shifts is a little bit longer. So I would say a minimum of an hour and a half into my shift. So minimum of an hour and a half into wearing this fragrance. So performance is definitely there. Who can wear it? I would say this is very unisex. If you would wear Layton, you would wear this. If you're looking for something a little bit more mature, maybe this isn't it for you. I don't mind this fragrance. I do like it. It just takes a certain mood for me to be able to pull for it. That's why I actually decanted most of my bottle of Layton because I didn't care that much for it. I started to like it a little bit at the end, but not enough to replace my bottle when I'm done. That's why this budget replacement was where I turned, because I was like, I'm not going to replace Layton. Don't get me wrong, it is nice, and if you really smell closer, it is a little bit more natural. but not for the price difference. So if you're looking for something more mature, this probably isn't it. But if you're looking for something that smells like Layton and that you can wear on a cooler date night, this is probably perfect for you. Where can you wear it? As long as you're in the fall and winter months, which is where I would keep Layton, I would wear it in the evening to pretty much anything. I would say mostly date nights, something casual, any sort of gathering. And if it's cold, you can wear it during the day too. I don't think you would be doing too much of a disservice to those around you if you wore it during the day. Cool enough weather, you can pretty much wear that anytime. I would say it is pretty much one of the more versatile fragrances. Now, the only place I may not wear it or maybe take it easy on the sprays because it is fairly sweet to me is work. It's pretty playful, and I don't know what message you're trying to give at work. If it's a playful one, go for it. If not, maybe pull back, wear it anywhere other than there. But yeah, season-wise, fall, spring, maybe on a cool fall, winter, maybe on a cool spring evening. And if it gets cool in the summer evenings for you, maybe, but I wouldn't. Compliments, I have gotten a few compliments wearing this. But I've also gotten a few compliments wearing Layton as well. So I would say people that like sweet fragrances may enjoy this scent profile. For most of you, this is probably going to do well. I've said this before, my skin sweetens things. So if they're already sweet, they'll go a little bit more sweet on me. So I would say the average person is probably going to do slightly better than I do with this fragrance. I'm just being completely authentic with you. I have stuff that is typically a little bit bitter that goes sweet on my skin. That's why I prefer stuff like that. It's kind of perfect on me. But stuff like this is going to go slightly sweeter than I would prefer, and sometimes than the people around me would prefer on me. Some stuff doesn't, but a lot of it does. So I would say this is going to be in the vein. This is going to be a compliment getter for most of you out there. And let's talk about the most important part, the price point. This is killer price. I got this for around the $30 mark from fragrancebuy.ca. I will link that down below. They do run out, but they restock this one pretty often. It's been in and out of stock so many times since it's come into that website's inventory. So I'll link it down below. If it's out of stock, just put an alert because they're usually pretty quick. And if you're really in a hurry, you can email them. They're usually really good about emailing back within 24 hours. So I would say if you're looking for a replacement for Layton, you're probably not going to do too much better than this. It's honestly a killer. If you've tried this, comment down below. Thank you guys for watching. Remember to like this video if you liked it. Be subscribed to my channel. Hit that notification bell to get notified when I drop a new video. And I will see you guys on the next one. Bye.